In my comment section today, I came across the perfect example of someone who's trying to use healthy relationship advice and apply it to an abusive relationship. And while this is something that abusers absolutely do intentionally, the problem is that victims and survivors also feed into the exact same narrative. You can go back and watch the original video, but the context here is, do you discuss the abuse outside of the relationship? Should you be discussing your problems outside of the relationship? I'm a relationship coach. In a healthy relationship, I absolutely encourage any relationship problems remain as much as possible just between the two of you because you're working it out together, right? You're communicating with each other and you're working on the problems together. But when you try to apply that to an abusive relationship, what you're actually doing is asking an abuse victim to hide the abuse from everyone else and try to work it out with their abuser. The commenter used the word partner after watching a video about an abuser and their victim. Your abuser is not your partner. In fact, an abuser doesn't even want to be your partner. But let's actually answer the question, should you go to a therapist, not your biased friends or family? Do victims even know that they're being abused? Would a victim of abuse who has not quite realized what's happening yet even have the language to go to a therapist and ask the right questions? Are all therapists trained in domestic violence and other abuse tactics? Does everyone have the ability to afford the luxury of private therapy? Do abuse victims have the financial freedom to make decisions and go to therapy even if they can afford it? Is it even bias if you hear your friend talking about abuse and you suggest that they might not want to stay in that relationship? The reality is we see this on the internet every day. People want to comment on something that they have absolutely no experience in and no qualifications really to be talking about it. The advice that this person is giving, it's bad advice, but really, it's dangerous advice. And the craziest part about it is the person who left that comment believes that to be true. So when you think, I know someone in an abusive relationship and I don't understand why they don't just leave. Comments like that, that's what's out there in society. That's what victims of abuse are being told. Keep the abuse private. Don't tell anyone. Otherwise, you're running your mouth. Otherwise, you're talking shit about your partner. Only talk to your abuser about their abuse.